Zack Snyder is very much on his press tour for Army of the Dead, which comes out on Netflix on May 21st and in theaters 1 week early, which is awesome. So an interview came out today from Jake's Takes YouTube channel. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to go check out that interview. Drop some stuff about Army of the Dead as well. It's about 5-7 minute video. It's pretty interesting. It's a good one. Definitely check it out. But at the end, Jake asked Zack Snyder, what's the chances of maybe the Snyderverse being restored, or what's Warner Brothers' plans, or what can we expect going forward? And you know what, Zack has been very respectful towards Warner Brothers. Even though Warner Brothers have been very disrespectful towards him, he has every right to come out and bash that studio up and down for what happened back in 2017. What they did to the crew, the fans, the cast, him, his family. It's just really disrespectful. And there was more of it the other day in Henry Cavill's birthday, that news coming out. It's just really disrespectful, and I'm losing respect for Warner Brothers big time. I didn't have much before this, but it's very hard for me to support anything that they do because they're so toxic. Toxic Warner Brothers is what they are, 100%. But he was asked about the Snyderverse, and this is what he had to say. Warner Brothers have been aggressively anti-Snyder. Clearly, they're not interested in my take. So look, you may look at that and think that the Snyderverse is dead, and maybe it is. But Zack Snyder looks a lot more happier over at Netflix. I think Army of the Dead is going to be a franchise. There's an animated show coming. There's a prequel coming. And he has other projects that he wants to do as well. We all want to see the Snyderverse restored. We're paying customers. We're telling the company what we want to see, what we're willing to pay for. But they're not willing to do it. So whose loss is it at the end of the day? It's their loss. It's Warner Brothers' loss because they're losing money that's actually going to go over to Netflix or wherever else Zack Snyder goes, because he has a huge, passionate fan base that will follow him anywhere. And I think Army of the Dead is going to be a massive hit. It's on Netflix. Netflix is available everywhere. It's got a diverse cast. Zack Snyder's at the helm. It's zombies. It's a heist movie. It's going to do pretty awesome. But he also had this to say as well, which I found very interesting. They certainly weren't interested in, I would have said, originally in my take of Justice League. They certainly made decisions about that. I love the characters and love the worlds. I think it's an amazing place to make a movie. It's a glorious IP. I don't know what could be done as we go forward other than this fan movement is so strong and the fan community is so, the intention is so pure. And I really have this huge respect for it. I would just hope that cooler heads prevail with them and they would see that there is this massive fandom that wants more of that, but who knows what they'll do. So Zack Snyder basically saying there, he doesn't know what Warner Brothers' plans are, and it doesn't look likely for them to restore the Snyderverse. They're going in their own direction and they're completely ignoring the want for a Justice League 2 and 3 and spin-offs and for the Snyderverse to be restored. And it is Warner Brothers' loss at the end of the day. Netflix is going to bring so much attention to itself because Zack Snyder's coming in to make this heist movie, this zombie epic, and his fans will follow, and Netflix is globally available, so this movie is going to get amazing exposure. And Warner Brothers are just a mess. They really are. They don't know what they're trying to do. They don't know what universe they're trying to build. They think they know, and they think that fans will love this universe that they have in mind, but who's to say that that's not going to go down the drain as well? It could. It really could. And then what happens? Do Warner Brothers react again and switch up their whole slate, cancel movies? You know, a lot of those movies that are on the slate, I don't know if any of them will actually even happen, because in the past we were supposed to get Green Lantern movies, Cyborg movies, Batman movies, and they never ever happened because of them being reactionary and disrespectful towards their cast, their crew, their directors, their producers, who don't want to work with them anymore. But Zack Snyder loves this world. He loves these characters. He has an interesting idea of how to make this world bigger. And the praise for Zack Snyder's Justice League was off the charts. It was universally loved. The numbers around the world for streaming numbers were insane, but they don't care because it wasn't HBO Max. And at the end of the day, they don't really care anyway because they want to get rid of Zack Snyder. Warner Brothers hate Zack Snyder. I don't know why. Zack Snyder's always been respectful towards them. They have been disrespectful towards him. I still have faith. This line from Zack Snyder's Justice League is my favourite line. Fate, Alfred, fate. I still have faith that we will get something in the future, but for that to happen, the hierarchy of DC, as Black Adam The Rock would say, needs to change, because Toby Emmerich, Walter Hamada, and Sarnoff, these people don't want Zack Snyder's world, and Toby Emmerich is leaving in 18 months or less. Hopefully the rest of them follow, and maybe we can get somebody in there like a Jim Lee or somebody else who knows what the fans want, or even somebody with a business mind who can see the potential and the money that can be made through the Snyderverse. So that's what I'm hoping for right now, that maybe it's not going to happen in a year or two, but down the line somebody else will take over DC and will realise how big the Snyder Cut fandom is and how successful it can be for Warner Bros. Going forward in terms of DC or HBO Max, because I think that's the best possible direction. But guys, what's your thoughts on Zack Snyder's comments? Is the Snyderverse dead? Doesn't look too likely now with Zack Snyder's latest comments, but look, he has a new movie coming out, Army the Dead. It hits Netflix May 21st. I can't wait for it. And Zack Snyder looks happy. And this may be what Zack Snyder wants to do going forward, because he will get the backing from Netflix. He will get the respect from Netflix, which is very important. And he won't have hassle about trying to make his movie. So I think the hierarchy of DC, of Warner Bros. Needs to change before Zack Snyder's willing to come back. And, I don't want him to go back if the environment's going to be poor again. It's not good for anyone's mental health to be in a situation like that, or it's not good for somebody to be just trying to fight and fight and fight for something that they want to do, knowing that there's a fan base out there for the vision that he already has. But I think Zack Snyder's justly proved that it's not just the Snyder fandom, it's actually general audiences that really like this version of it, and we're interested to see where it goes next. So hopefully we get to see that at some stage in the future in some form, but let's keep faith, as Batman would say. Faith, Alfred, faith that it will happen. But guys, let me know your thoughts. I'm very interested, and thank you for watching.